How you guys doing today? Welcome to another edition of the Brothers of Legacy. Yeah, I am A.D. Walker. In the place to be. Yes, it is Friday, Kathy. Thank you for always pointing out that. Yes, it's Freestyle Friday. End of the week. It's the end of the week. Wake up, wake up. Blessings. Thank you for sharing and always caring. Thank you, Lisa. Make sure you guys are sharing. Make sure you guys are tagging. Um, Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. I appreciate you guys for being here. Um, and all that and then some. Oh, let's see. Okay, sorry. That's interesting. Hey, Deborah, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Make sure you are spamming everybody. Let everybody know that the brothers are in the building. What else? What else I got to say? So it's Freestyle Friday. We got to see how this day gonna go down. Let's see. Boom, boom, boom. Because I'm typing and changing some stuff, and I got some stuff I'm gonna talk about. Based on how this actually, I don't get how it goes. Uh, we'll see. We're gonna talk about some stuff that's on my brain. This is like my one day of the week to really talk about some of the news. Not just because to talk about the news, but actually talk about it because it's relevant and it matters. Didn't receive. Yeah, thank you so much to clean. Shave. Yeah, I long overdue. Waited too long. I just sent it. Maybe, just maybe, it's acting up. No, I just sent it. I just sent it. Let's see. Did I get it? I didn't get it either. I don't know what's going on. All right, but anywho, it's all good. Oh, there we go. It's just coming through now. It's coming through now. um, so she said didn't receive the text alert. Yeah, so it should be hitting your phone now. Doesn't matter now, but just got it. There you go. Hey, Mama Corey. Yeah, I did it a little late. Like I did it and started. Bam, bam, bam. So it was like right on time. Usually I schedule it. I just didn't schedule it this time. Let's do this. So watching the Brothers a Legacy. And listen, I appreciate you guys always rocking and being with us. All my consistent folks in the building. Because you could be anywhere watching anything, but you're watching us or me right now. And again, make sure you are sharing, telling everybody about us. We got some great things coming down the pike. Make sure you are letting everybody know what's going on. Yeah, and it's this week I've been talking about Brother Legacy and the show and the impact and some of the local stuff because thing I don't talk about too much is I have like a group of us that talk every 2 weeks. It's about I think we missed this week. Life. But we get down to some serious issues of business that's happening in each other's lives and how we can assist and how we can grow and become better. So we do, so we're not just a broadcast, but we are a brotherhood of guys trying to get better and grow in life. We come on here to talk about certain topics that aren't discussed a lot in the public. It's growing. If you Google some of the topics we have, you will see other people talking about it. I'm noticing more brotherhood groups. I won't say it's inspired by us. It's just sometimes things just seems to happen in clumps. And that's just how it is. Everyone gets kind of an epiphany. God lays it upon their heart to let's come together and have a show. But we try to do things somewhat different. We bring the gospel aspect to it, as well as our practical advice. So it's not just us chattering. We try to leave you with something to walk away with some level of knowledge or understanding that we've learned in the process. So, and that's what happens each week. And we appreciate you guys for rocking and hanging with us and sharing as well. Like I said, I've been talking to quite a few brothers lately. quite a few. It's been growing. Because I'm gonna keep it real. Um, I've never thought I would be the dude to run like a any level of men's group, or to encourage or lead men, just because of my life. I never always felt because of the sports barrier. Because of the sports barrier. And what I mean by that is because I'm not into sports. Like one of the main things most men are into. I mean, ladies are as well. But, a majority of men are into sports at some level. I felt like I could never connect with other men. Like real talk. I could never connect. But what I realized that sometimes sports is a cover for conversation because no one deals with the hard stuff. No one deals with the emotional things that are bothering men. The hurdles, the struggles, the internal struggles, just being a man and sometimes living up to, certain standards as far as how tough or how strong and things of that nature. So it's my little rant about that, because like I said, I never thunketh I would be in this space. So yeah, again, it's Freestyle Friday. If you come in here, you're like, what are we talking about today? It could be anything. It could be anything. Like, speaking of which, today's number is 460 million. 460 million. And I know, maybe I do it today's number. What does that represent? That represents the cartoon called Coco Melon. That's how much they are worth. Random fact. It popped up some days ago, and I was like, it is one of the most popular shows among like toddlers, kids, and I've never really watched it because I don't have my kids. By the time I think Coco Melon really kicked off, my kids were kind of out of that stage. But $460 million. Imagine that. 460 million. It started by a couple. And they just was trying to create programming that was just to help develop kids. And it just, married couple obviously. But they, 460 million. Yes, let's see. Never heard of Coco Melon? I guess. I don't know if you're at the grandkid stage, but yeah. Ask any of the parent, especially any parent with probably kids 4 and under. They definitely know what Coco Melon is. And I think I know more because my nieces and nephews. They're at toddler. There's like a baby, and then like there's one that's 2. I think he's like 4 now. Oh, he's getting older. But yeah, so that's how I know. Hey, Keita, good morning. If you're, you won't know, right? Yeah, if you're not around babies and toddlers, you won't know, right? Or connected in some way. Yeah, because one watches it, or I won't say, like, she watches this all the time. Like, it's what you put on. But, yeah, I guess, like, what keeps their baby cool. Like, she said, I turn on Coco Melon, it's straight. I have a 5-year-old cousin. Yeah, I remember Paw Patrol. My kids were into that. Paw Patrol got some time on it. But 400, I don't know, it just blew my mind. But I was like, it is kind of popular. It is popping. And I think they'll say, because of course, like most shows now, they start on YouTube, and it just picked up. They got picked up by different networks and stuff. So 460 million. Also, let's see, spliggity splow. I guess I'm gonna go ahead. So I've been watching. My wife always tells everybody, let y'all know, I'm like a documentary buff. I love a good documentary because it's entertaining, but it's real for the most part about life, or at least from a perspective. Because and I say that because sometimes you gotta watch documentaries with a side eye, because some things have an underlying message that they're trying to drive through. Especially on Netflix. Any documentary you watch on Netflix, other than it being about a person particularly, they're usually driving a certain narrative. Now, I put an asterisk by only if it's about a person, because I was watching like the Bill Gates. It was like a biography or autobiography, because I think they were directly interviewing him about Bill Gates, and it started from the beginning, showing the Microsoft days, and boom, boom, getting into his nonprofit, and then his his vaccines and things of that nature. And it was like, now you're trying to shape a narrative. So if you ever watch it, like towards the end, you're like, I see what you're doing. So not the great conspiracy, but you're like, I'm watching you, Bill. I'm watching you. Just like, what is the other one? The Social Dilemma. I'm sure a lot of people seen that one. But the goal of that one, let's see. Me too. He's right. I like learning about interesting people and their backgrounds. Right. Like, it's crazy because like with Bill Gates, it was him, not Steve Wozniak. I think that's Apple. He had him and another dude. There was three of them when they first started, like young. But the other dude was like a mountain climber, and when in high school or something, or college, he climbed and he fell. So they lost one of their solid partners, their founding one of the people that have been another billionaire. So he passed away. But yeah, it was kind of deep. It's kind of deep. But like I said, always you gotta watch. Like, you can buy into it, but you gotta be mindful of documentaries. You understand what I'm saying? Because they're always leading you down somewhere. A lot of time when it's an idea. And so I know you see that. Well, I put the Wall Street con. I'm gonna get in that in a minute. I'm gonna kick it off. I got Pastor hanging in the wings. We're gonna go ahead and talk, but I'm gonna mention the Wall Street con. I'm gonna mention it. Don't worry, it's not just sitting there. All right, we'll be right back right after this. I want to welcome you to the Brothers of Legacy broadcast, where we are changing our community one conversation at a time, every day.
We are creating a new legacy. Change gon' come. 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 A co-op has to start with ownership. But we have a mindset of either I want to make a lot of money or survive. Make a bunch of money or I got to figure out how to survive.
When you have a real bond, when everyone has, we come in with real expectations. Mm-hmm. Because this is covenant.
The whole premise is that we as a people, with our money and time, aren't often making this general possible, often vested in the business.
You're watching the Brothers of Legacy. We don't stand out. We stand up.
All right. Welcome back, everybody. Good morning, Pastor. Happy Friday.
Good morning, brother. Good morning, family.
Oh, all right. All right, let's switch this.
Happy Friday to everybody. Hey, Mom. Deborah, Trees, Keita, Lisa.
What's the health on Netflix? What's the health? I think I've seen that one. What's the health? Remind me like one or two things, that you can type in. You have to type a whole that narrative, but just kind of like what they talked about. Because I've seen several different ones about health. One of the most interesting, and I see that Dr. Rollins, we need to talk about Cosby, was the last one. Is that on Netflix? I need to check that out. I wanted to see that. Was that produced by Cosby?
Is it Netflix? I thought it was on HBO or something.
Okay. I'll check it out. Inspired a lot of people to stop eating meat. Yeah, I think, What's the Health? I think I've seen that one. I'm sure. Showtime. Oh, Showtime?
Okay, Showtime. Okay.
Okay, yeah. Well, I'm going to have to look for the bootleg because I'm not subscribing to anything else. I do not. had Showtime, and I'm not getting it. So, oh, how milk isn't really good for you. Yeah, like the dairy. I seen that one when dairy was bad. I seen another one that talked about fish and how like how they've changed the straws from the plastic to the paper straws, which I hate. And how and the fishing nets out there in the seas are killing the fish and things of that nature. And stuff like that, and how so basically at the end, right? And like they have these organizations that are designed to conserve and save the fish, that they're a bunch of liars and it's not true. Basically, at the end of this documentary, the underlying narrative that they were saying was, wait for it, stop eating fish. Like it was serious. Like I was like, okay, where are we going? Where are we going with all? Because it was like, what about farm raised? Well, farm raised, they got a list of reasons you can't do farm. Like everything was like, so I was like, okay, so what's the answer? So they at the end, what we need to do is stop eating fish. Da, da, da. Like with the dramatic music. So I was like, jeez, stop eating fish? I mean, I know about the mercury and all the, like there's certain things, but nothing? That's it. We just done? We done with fish. Okay. Okay. He said how in NC some pig farm close. Oh, to where people of color. Yeah, because the smell or something. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, there's a lot of, yeah. The one that probably, my first one that made me realize that, that there's a narrative. And it's not like the narratives are bad. It's just like, just something to kind of think about, was the one that mentioned, I think, the China study to stop eating so much meat, period. This one was like, so much meat, period, because they talked about the China study, and one of the gentlemen, of course, from China, was, he was a little chunky. He said, I used to be slim. He said, over in my, my mainland, he said, we use chicken and fish more as a flavoring than part of the full meal. He said, so you ate some, you got a piece of it. He said, but I came here, he said, chicken. He was like, I was so excited. Buckets of chicken. So he said, but from eating, he said, I gained a lot, just chicken and full meals of meats and things like that. So that's what that was that narrative. And then about, if you heard cows are hurting the environment. Their flatulations, seriously, is emitting a level of carbon into the air. I'm telling you, I was like, because I heard it before though. Like I've heard people talk about it, but like when you hear people talk about it, you like, are you getting your information from somewhere else, or are you just watching the same thing I watched and you just regurgitating? Because that's different. You know what I'm saying? Like if I'm coming to the church pastor and I'm regurgitating information, it's like, this isn't separate information. We just found one source and we're regurgitating it. Like now, if you've seen another study, Dr. Rollins, like another study, then that shows that, okay, there's correlation. But all of us feeding from the same information pool doesn't make it a fact. It's just we all just sipping the Kool-Aid. There's a difference. There's a difference. And I talk about that a lot, because when people put stuff up, I'm like, okay, where did they get their information from? Like we all watching Fox. We all regurgitating the same information. We all watching CNN. We all regurgitating the same information. This ain't separate. This is all of us just eating the same stuff. Now, because you watch something, because you ever watch something, you're like, is that true? And then you Google it. Then you check another site. You're like, who said, okay, name. I mean, then you could be like, that's a solid information. Like you're getting information from different places. But like I said, if everybody's eating from the same space, then it's not really, it's almost like propaganda. It's a not separate research. But Wall Street Con, right? Real quick. And then I'm sure Pastor got some stuff to share. So I was watching a documentary, right? I've been watching several. I started watching Jon Stewart. Now he has a podcast, and I'm going to shout it out pretty much a lot, because he said, right. He said every minute someone's creating another statistic or study have to be critical thinkers, right?
Or be faith walkers.
Right, right. Indeed. And so he was talking about, like, if you buying the stock from Robinhood, you're not buying stocks directly. Meaning, like, if you buy a share of something, it goes through this company called Citadel, and then Citadel purchases a stock on discount, so they make pennies per stock. Basically, that's how it's called. Citadel, I think Citadel Investment. They're huge. They're everywhere. They've been around for a while. They're connected. This is the grand conspiracy problem or issue. And it's not or faith walkers, right? Or believe, right? / believers, right? And so
I got you, Tracy.
And so, all of this, of course, got exposed from the GameStop situation. If you know, like, GameStop was like a few dollars, like $4, $10 or something like that. And a group of people got together, Wall Street Bets on Reddit, basically, and some other YouTubers, and pretty much drove the stock up, tremendously. And what happened, because GameStop struggled a lot, people did what's called shorting. So basically, GameStop was a space where a lot of hedge fund people would short. And what shorting is basically betting on a stock dropping. You with me? So we got wealthy people betting on a stock dropping, right? Some folks found out about that. So twofold. Some people believed in GameStop. Others wanted to stick it to the man. So there was like twofold. I'm sticking it to those wealthy folks that have been shorting GameStop and basically drove the stock up, because they invested, went from like $10 or something to, like, I think as high as $200. I just checked it now. It's around $130 or something like that. It's still up there, which means it's still a solid company. It just wasn't getting any light, any shine. But anyway, so the hedge fund people lost a lot of money. But the whole controversy, if anybody knows, like, why is this such a big thing? It's a big thing because on Robinhood, right, while the stock was driving up, right, it's doing what it naturally does. People buying. Robinhood shuts off the buy button. So you're no longer able to buy. And there was no legal reason for them to do that. But stop the retail investor, the regular people like me, from buying into the stock. So that became a big thing. It's like, why would they do it? How would they do it? Who's in control, right? Because that's what y'all ask yourself. Who's pulling the strings here? So it's apparent, like, Citadel was connected to somebody that was a big hedge fund, had it lost like $400 million and was connected. So it's a big conspiracy. Basically, all in all, watching this documentary, people are like selling fake shares that don't exist. Literally. Like, the guy was shorting stock that he literally really didn't purchase. It's like, it's crazy. Basically, shares that, like, if I got 1,000 shares, they're making up more shares. It's just, it's crazy. It's a rabbit hole. And I know I've kind of really skimmed it, but it's a big thing. That I just had to say it out loud. I know people are like, what do you mean? But it's crazy. Like, I was kind of like surprised, not surprised. How they always say the game is rigged. But when I heard that, I'm like, wow. Like to the point of not just Pastor, you buying stock that really may not exist, and that you can still cash out because of the level that we buy at. It's kind of like a Ponzi scheme. That's exactly what it is, because you're buying something that doesn't exist, but if you want your money, they'll get you your money. Like, oh, here's less whatever fee. Here's your money. You won't know the wiser, because that's probably why. Like if you sell a stock, they tell you it's gonna take a few days. Like, what I'm saying? Like, why does it take a few days? We gotta check the market. We gotta close it down. We gotta make sure. Come on, the stock is what it is, right? Pastor, you come to me right now. You want to buy the phone. The phone is $300. You give me that. Boom, boom, boom. Exchange. You understand what I'm saying? Like, why is there a date? And that makes me think about, what is it like? It's kind of, so if you buy it like now Friday, now you got to wait to it like Wednesday, like before it's in your account. Oh, because Saturday and Sunday is the weekend. But this is all electronic. Like, computers don't take breaks. Like.
Yeah, but interest rates fluctuate.
Right.
And the
Indeed.
longer, like, if the longer I hold your money,
Uh-huh.
the more interest I draw.
Yes. Good. I'm glad I ain't the only one that been thinking, because I know every time, like, even refunds, like, it's gonna take a few days. Oh, we're gonna hold your money, because every day, right? I just
draws
made more
interest.
money on your money. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. All right.
That's why George Bailey didn't want to give anybody their whole $200. He said, "How much will it take to keep you, so we can keep our doors open?"
Right.
Right. If y'all watch It's a Wonderful Life.
See, back then.
That's why he kissed that lady who said, "I only need $14.72. $14. I love you." It's the truth.
Oh,
that's why that's why companies go to net 30 on their invoices. They don't want you going beyond net 30 terms. Take too long to pay me my money, and people hold money because the money draws interest. Sometimes you wonder why payroll was missed for big companies. Check, like, when I'm looking at companies, I'm always looking at EBITDA.
He's looking at what?
EBITDA.
Break that down, brother. Hold on. Let me bring.
So you don't know what there he is. There's the man. Cole, what is EBITDA, Cole?
Oh, you may have stumped me on that one, my friend.
No, I didn't.
EBITDA.
Come on, when it comes
Anybody
to
in the
huh?
Anybody in the audience knows what EBITDA is? I've never heard that.
Look, everybody's Googling it right now.
Like, so I'm not even going to cheat. I'm trying to think.
Yeah,
Yeah,
earnings before.
Oh,
interest,
it's an acronym.
Taxes, depreciation.
EBITDA.
Acronym. If you want to know about a company's financial disposition, check their EBITDA.
Doggone it. I have heard that phrase before. I totally forgot it was an acronym. Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
You said earnings before interest.
Yeah, earnings before interest, taxes, what I say, depreciation, and I think that I think it's acquisitions or something like that.
Acquisitions or annuities, probably something.
Okay.
Yeah, something. Yeah.
All right.
No, amortization.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
That tells you everything you need to know about a company. If you want to evaluate
Look at that.
a company and evaluate the stock.
Something today.
Keep in mind that it's like Wall Street is like Vegas.
Yeah.
It's a brokerage farm for hustlers.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. That's right.
At the highest level.
You're right.
Because you're gambling if you're investing in stock for a company that doesn't make anything. Hello, crypto.
Right. So outside of crypto, right? What do you mean? Like, what would you say? You talking about like J.P. Morgan, like a bank, or you talking about that? Like,
why does it cost more to order stuff from Amazon right now?
Supply and demand.
No, because gas prices are higher.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's part of it.
Yeah, that too.
Yeah,
right?
Inflation.
So who decides the value of Amazon?
Right. That's good.
Who decided that it should be trading at such a high? Because they don't make anything.
Right. All they do is sell. Yeah.
They provide a service.
They provide a service.
Yeah.
Right.
So you're basing the value of Amazon on their ability to execute on getting stuff to your door. Right. Even Amazon Web Services, the value is based on their ability to give you access to your applications.
Right.
But if the right hacker
Right.
shows up,
Hello? Yeah.
then their stock plummets.
Right.
If everybody decided to not order from Amazon today, they'd go bankrupt.
True.
Right? So it's a fabricated value based on perceived or it's a fabricated value based on a perceived value.
Right. I'm with you. I'm 100%. I'm with you. Perception.
If everybody decided to go to the store and shop for themselves, Amazon would have no value.
Right.
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 Yeah. So I'm saying, like, my point is that it's always a gamble, especially when you don't make anything. That's the farcity about America.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were a power because we made everything made in America, made in America. Now it's made in China, made in Indonesia.
Right.
You know,
We're
made in
Amazon.
Peru,
Made
made
Taiwan.
in Philippines, made in Taiwan. You know, it's like
We're Amazon.
no, we're Wall Street.
Well, I mean, I know Wall Street,
We're
which is like
selling
Amazon.
the
We don't
image
make
of
nothing.
power, but
We
behind the
distribute.
curtain, there's nothing
We-
really there.
We're a hub. We're a hub. Like, yeah, we got it. Let me go get it here, and I give this to you. Let me go get that, and I get that to you. Let me get that, and I get that to you. We're just a hub.
Yeah, you both. Yeah, you both are right. Yeah. U.S. tries to sell the allure of power while basically they are outsourcing.
Right. And then, oh wait, you need more money? Start the presses. Let's go make some more money for you. You get a check. You get a check. You get a check. You get a check.
Oh, so you're saying
Oh,
the
no.
U.S. is like Oprah?
Oh, wait, reparations. Oh, we want no. That ain't for everybody.
Them brakes need to be put.
Right? That ain't for everybody. All right. Let me. I don't even have the game out. My bad, guys.
No, that's okay.
What? Okay, so I haven't asked. Okay, Pastor. So what else is on? What's on your mind? Because we haven't really. We got on what's on my mind. What's on your mind? And I know it's probably sports, but it's fine. Let's go.
Oh,
We got Cole in the building.
I'm sorry. A moment of silence for the Los Angeles Lakers.
Oh,
Why?
what happened?
Don't say because we lost the game.
No, that team that's supposed to win 70 games is going to struggle being in the playing round.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I'm mourning them right now.
Oh.
How about Carl Anthony Towns telling everybody they small?
That man. And they may have to face off in the playing round. That I don't like. I wish he didn't say that. I wish he didn't say that.
I am marveling at his level of confidence. It's amazing what Patrick Beverly can do to a team.
Who's Patrick Beverly? Let's go.
Just think of those termite or roach commercials we used to see on TV, and they would promote decon or raid to take care of them.
Okay.
Patrick Beverly is a basketball version of the biggest pest that you will ever encounter.
Oh, okay.
But if he's on your team, you love him because he instills confidence in his teammates.
Nice.
Like Lance Stevenson.
Okay.
Yeah, Lance Stevenson's another.
Like Dennis Rodman.
You know what? I was gonna say Dennis Rodman. I was like, am I in the right space?
Yeah.
Dennis Rodman. Okay. Because that's what I was thinking. That's as far back as
Yeah,
I
like
can
Dennis
get.
Rodman without the rebounds.
Okay.
Just a disruptor.
Gotcha. All right.
Yeah.
I'm looking for. I can't remember his name. And I wanted us to I wanted you all to dig into it. I wanted to talk about it during the earlier part of the week.
Oh, look at the Arizona person asking about the Suns.
Uh-oh. What happened? How
So-
about the Suns?
So Mama Corey, you're a Suns fan?
Yes.
She just happens to live in Arizona. You have the audacity.
So happens to live there.
Yeah. How do you know when someone lives in Arizona?
You're right. They become a Suns fan.
Ouch, Richard.
What is?
Well, see, Rich is a Seahawks fan, so I get it. I get it.
Ouch.
I boo him for eternity.
Is it him?
Russell Wilson did not bail on Seattle.
No.
He has
No,
Russell Wilson has blood on the field in Seattle.
Yeah, he was a part of a situation getting worse and worse by the year.
Yeah.
Okay. I
Yeah.
got somebody. All right. So Michael Beasley.
Oh,
Michael
what about him?
Beasley.
Tough story. Sad
Well, yeah.
story.
What about him? Yeah.
He's firing today, but because
Yeah,
he's
yeah.
come to the
Okay.
realization.
Yeah. So give me, give me the story about him. He's a ball player, or was, or is. I'm not sure.
He
And
couldn't
I
stay
kind of was
off
talking
the
about him.
weed.
Huh? Say again.
Yeah.
He couldn't stay off the weed.
Yeah.
Okay.
He
And
was
okay.
Blake Griffin before Blake Griffin.
Yeah. He had a lot of excitement in this game.
Okay.
He had a good jumper.
Right.
He was an athletic baller. But yeah, he was like he basically was like the Ricky Williams of the NBA. He just loved the cheaper too much.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean his theme song was like, I want to play in the NBA, but then I got high. Do, 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 do.
So okay, so basically he just and the drugs and legal issue, because I heard one story, like I was kind of catching up. I got like some of his side, like he was on a podcast called The Pivot.
Good podcast,
And
by the way.
He was talking about like his life, and kind of he was the one that was saying, I will eat some of the pie, but I'm not eating all of the pie. As far as his life, he's not.
Yeah.
He's not taking all of the hit. Because he was talking about being robbed basically by his whole family and his manager, like money wise, and was the weed like legal trouble, or basically messed him up on the court as well, based on
No, he
what you
couldn't
got
stay
to
on the
see.
court because he kept coming up hot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
he couldn't really get on it, right?
Okay, gotcha. Okay, all right.
And he bounced around team to team. So yeah.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
bounced around because everybody knew he had talent.
Right.
Okay.
He was big and he had a high level of fundamental skills.
Okay.
Yeah.
He wasn't
Yeah,
like
he
an
did.
MVP type, but he was definitely a solid NBA player, NBA body, NBA skills. He could work in the paint. He could work outside the paint. He had hops.
Okay.
But
Play a
it's,
little defense.
yeah.
You
But it's like what Pastor said. Hi.
He just couldn't leave it alone. I got
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
Not enough to do what he needed to do.
Right.
Gotcha. That makes sense. All right. All right. So I have a conspiracy, right? It's my own. I'm patenting it. So
Conspiracy,
if you hear it anywhere else, they got it from me. So
All right.
it ain't that deep, so it could be copied. I don't know. I was watching the news, and I was thinking about like the Russians, attacking Ukraine, and some of the news today. I was watching how Russia's hurting, people are quitting, leaving office, and just and I thought about the word destabilization is maybe happening in Russia, and how America's known for destabilization. You understand what I'm saying? Like destabilizing, take over, the game, and and for the most part, other than under Trump, Russia's been a thorn in America's side. They're the one, because Putin would call out America all the time for stuff, and so I'm thinking maybe America has something to do with this whole Ukraine fight, because I remember the first thing I've ever heard Putin say about why he attacked was because he felt, I think not felt or knew, maybe had intelligence that Ukraine was setting up to attack them. That was one of the narratives or stories. And
Convenient.
right, and we know Putin lies, America lies, Ukraine I'm sure lies as well. You know what I'm saying? Like
America lies, Russia lies, numbers don't.
they all lie. Like my thing is, we're just trained to look at him as the enemy, but we're like, yo, y'all both shady. Y'all both work on the same street. Y'all just as shady. So, but we're just here, and the difference, we're allowed to say stuff, like this, without fear of just being taken out. So I will say there is a difference. We're not the same, like as far as countries. But so I was thinking, like, could they have started a fire? Like, throw this fire over here. Let me see what send somebody in and send some intelligence to them. Like, hey, Ukraine look like they lining up on your border. Like they look like they trying to start something. I don't know, but I know he's been wanting to do something. So I don't know. Was this fire started for a reason? You understand what I'm saying? That's my conspiracy today. That's it. I don't know.
Are you saying that Putin is playing a war version of 3-Card Monte?
No. America is.
Oh, you think America's playing
right?
A war
Like what they say, throwing the rock and hiding your hand. Because we're not really involved, but we can send money. Well, because they're not part of NATO, it can't turn into anything more. It's like, you're not part of the group, we can't just jump in. That's been the narrative. So let me throw you a couple of bill to make sure you're straight. And, based on news reports, Ukraine seems to be like winning in the sense and taking away a lot of resources from Russia. So I don't know. Like I said, that's my conspiracy today.
So you think that Ukraine actually is benefiting, although they're being bombed to pieces?
They're being bombed. No.
Oh, okay.
Like if I'm the one throwing the rock, when the dust settles, we America's usually the cleanup crew. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, let's go down and help you guys. You guys need help? Of course you do.
Oh, you mean
Let me
like
go help out with your little.
You mean like recently, like
right
with
here.
Iraq and Afghanistan?
Right.
Okay.
But in the fairer skinned areas, they got to move a little different. Like more eyes is on it. And I'm sure China's watching, like, you mother suckers. Come on, if we relate what goes on in these countries to the block, looking like, I see what you're doing, U.S. Like, I see what you're doing. On the other side of the block, like, I see what you're doing.
I see you.
All right,
player.
But then again, China might sweep in like, hey, y'all look like I need some cleanup. It's gonna be a race to see who can help one first.
Oh, okay. The race to see who's going to be the power to say,
right?
Look who rehabilitated Ukraine.
Right. So, and I don't. Currently, and y'all may know, anybody on here, I don't know what's in Ukraine, like as far as resource, like
doggone
a dominant resource. I know oil's in Russia.
Oil.
I know it's oil,
too?
but it's something else. It was something else too, and I cannot remember the doggone resource.
Yeah, right. And that's right now, Rich. And I was thinking, like, so China will go into Russia, like, oh man, we couldn't jump in here, but it looks like you need some help. You need some money. You need some stuff. Let me see what I can do after the dust settles. And then of course U.S. goes to Ukraine, like, you guys good? You guys straight now? What you need us to do? So okay, Richard says oil and gas. I mean, I know that's always been the fight. Oil is like the big thing.
Yeah, and Russia wants to be an even larger producer of oil and gas to the world.
Okay.
I think right now they're ranked number three in global distribution.
Oh, Russia is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Russia is.
Okay. So,
but Putin has wanted Ukraine. He wanted Ukraine when he went and got Crimea.
But I think he wanted it for another resource. It wasn't really oil.
okay.
Although he would take it. It was for another one.
Right.
Doggone it, I can't remember what it is.
You mean beyond the goal of wanting to restore the USSR?
That too.
Beyond that goal. Yes, beyond that goal. Yeah.
That too.
Because I know that to your point, Pastor, that's part of it. That's part of why he's doing that.
Yeah, because he's convinced the Russians that Ukraine has been stolen from them and they're going to get their country back. And they've convinced the Russians that Ukraine wants to be rejoined with Russia. But he has closed off communications to the world from Russia so that Russians inside the country only believe that Putin is defending and fighting for something.
Fighting for the honor of Russia. Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Which is why we're not having the coup that you would think would produce a situation like this. in having normal Russians say, "Well, Putin is out of his mind. He's crazy. The heck he's doing invading another country? That needs to be stopped."
Right. Right.
They don't know anything else.
They don't know anything else,
Yeah.
and they're being fed something else.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
because they control all the media there, so
Yeah.
you get at least 90% of what they're hearing
Right.
is coming from state media or whatever else is
Right.
controlled. And
And Ukraine is not winning by any stretch.
No.
Ukraine is just fighting hard. They're refusing to relent. Ukraine
Right.
is Donald Trump in the last presidential election.
Wow.
Nice.
Wow. That's cold, man.
All right. I know it's getting late. We're gonna at least play one game. We're gonna play one game.
That is ice
We
cold.
got time. You got time, Pastor? All right. Let's see.
Yeah.
Ukraine is like Donald Trump in the 2020 election. So I guess we should.
I'd like to know since when has anybody been pro-Ukraine? People became pro-Ukraine because they were so anti-Russia.
Right.
Well, that's exactly why people are pro-Ukraine.
Right.
Yeah. But I look in the last 10 mob movies I've ever seen, I've never seen Ukraine as a hero. It was always the bad guy in the movie.
Yeah, right.
You don't want to mess with those Ukrainians.
Right. Right. Listen. Who was that talking? We must have been talking about that because I was thinking that too. Like, when did they become? When did ever support and Ukraine was in the same sentence?
Now, I am not stating political facts. I am being sarcastic. This is humor. This is Brian McCrory. This ain't Pastor McCrory. This is not the views of Brothers of Legacy. So it's Friday.
But no,
note to
listen,
self.
The one
Expect Ukraine to ask for a recount. Okay, got it. I'm sorry.
The one thing I do, the worst of course is all the civilians and those pushed into this situation. That's the worst of it. Like that's horrible. For even on both sides. Russian may not be getting bombed, but financially they feeling the pinch and they struggling even more because of all the sanctions and all. Their ruble is worth less. So those that
rubles
have been
is worth less than a penny here.
Right.
Yeah.
And so my prayers go out to both sides. For the Ukrainians that have lost family and the destruction and all that's happened, as well as the Russians that are.
Yeah, that's the horrible part of all of this is it's unprovoked. You've got people dying every day, all day, not just soldiers, innocent people. I mean, that's you can't. This is what I've learned about this entire situation. When you consider the history of violence in this world, you can look to certain places, certain regions, right? When it comes to coming in and conquering nations, taking over and raping, pillaging, burning, you don't have to go very far. Right. And every now and then you're reminded of where that evil resides. Right. And again, this is why you better know who Jesus is.
Right.
Yes, Lord.
We laugh and joke and all that, but evil is all. What did Paul say? Evil is always present.
Always present.
Right.
And we need to recognize that, man, because you got to ask yourself, what report are you going to believe? You said it earlier, AD. We all watch CNN, we all watch Fox, we all watch MSNBC. Somebody has to pay to have those networks online.
Yep.
And so you got to deliver what sells, what keeps people watching, not necessarily the truth, but what keeps people watching.
Yeah.
Yeah, because contrary to popular belief, news sells.
Right. And dramatic news sells.
Right. And dramatic news sells big.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Okay, so we're not playing the game right now because for whatever reason, I got to get on Apple. It's asking for the Chrome lost. It doesn't matter. It's not working. I have to fix it. I don't know if it happened. All right. News us. Yo, I don't know if I believe that totally anymore. Like, so Richard says, news or sex sells. Okay, so
What don't you believe?
I mean, I guess sexiness gets a certain level of attention, but
What
does
does?
it really sell?
Sexiness, sex,
Does it really
sex.
sell? You know what
Really?
I'm saying? There's a difference. Okay, let me explain. So, let's see, Pastor, what's your favorite food?
Favorite what?
Food.
Like food.
What's your
Food?
favorite food, sir?
Yeah, favorite food. Like, okay,
I don't have one. Like what do I like to eat more of than anything?
Yeah. Oh, matter of fact, okay, so you like Harleys, right? You like Harleys,
Yeah.
and so, like, say there's like a super dope accessory to a Harley. Would it make a difference if I was like, buy this piece of equipment, it does such and such, and it'll blow your mind? Or a woman said, buy this, and with the cleavage out, buy this. You know what I'm saying? Is it really?
That's mindset. That's priorities. It's based
yeah,
it's relative to the individual.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to say that. And
Okay, but
and that wouldn't appeal to him, right?
Right. But I'm just, but what I'm saying is, I don't know. Like, I don't know. It gets attention, right? Because we're people. You see the opposite sex, you're like, oh, okay, you need to put that away, you know. But it'll catch your eye. You understand what I'm saying? But like in movies, right? You ever watching a movie and you're like, do we got to see all that?
Oh,
you know, like there's no
mean-
reason to have this scene.
Oh, who's
You
this
know, like-
sketchy clad
that's your
hoe on my
mindset.
TV set?
There's someone else saying, "Ooh, I'm so glad they showed that. This movie would be nothing without that."
I don't know if I believe that though. I'm being honest.
Listen.
honest. Like even when I was young, I've seen it like, oh, that just made it more interesting to watch. But I watched it regardless.
Well, all right. It
Even younger.
It probably isn't what would have you buy the product. Like Pamela Anderson wouldn't have me want to scratch an itch, let alone have me buy whatever she's selling. Yet any guy that's around our age, AD,
They're gonna buy it. I don't think they'll buy it. I don't think they're buying it for
that thinks that they have a chance to have sex with Pamela Anderson would buy the product she's selling.
I don't know. I know I'm a descending minority, but I don't believe this. Oh,
Yeah, look at my mama. Po baby.
So young.
I feel like listen. I can virtually feel a pat on the head, like, "Po baby, it's gonna be okay, baby."
Wait.
Don't do that, Mama Corey. Don't do
Pastor.
that.
Is that Mama Corey's version of bless his heart?
That's not the bless his heart.
He's so cute with his little naive.
But in this context of conversation, if I was young, I would be
She'd be like, girl, come here.
what he's saying.
What the hell? Oh man.
Why is he's okay. I get you. I hear you, Rich. You said, why is Kim Kardashian making her money than AD? I honestly,
Ray J.
it's because she got a lot of follows from eyes, but I don't think I don't know.
It
I don't believe people
started
buying
with
it because
the
of
Ray
her.
J video.
It started with the fact they saw
know.
her birthday suit.
Yeah.
They liked the birthday suit, and then when she started to actually have some business acumen, the money started to flow and follow.
Because she got attention.
Yes.
But I don't think it sells. I don't think it sells. It's attention.
If you go viral, it's sold.
It's
Thank
attention. Yeah, it's attention though. There's attention in their selling. But
There's a reason why Fox News has a lot of white, blonde anchors that are female.
Yeah.
It isn't because I hate to say it, for the most part. For some part it is this way, but for the most part it is not because of their journalistic integrity.
I get you.
And that's unfortunate. It's grossly unfortunate.
Yeah. But it's the reality.
Yeah.
Can you do it without it? Absolutely.
Yeah.
Everybody can't be cute like AD.
but like I said, bro, I understand what you're saying. Most of the sex symbols that are on screen, they don't do jack for me. Like, look, look, they could sell the next big green screen that would be wonderful for me. I wouldn't want to buy from them because I just don't vibe with them.
Right.
They could, I mean, they could sell whatever sports memorabilia that I would like to have.
Right.
Just because they're there, they don't do anything for me.
Right.
It just doesn't. So I understand your point in, the sex symbols that are considered sexy just don't do it for you. I understand that.
And understand. So when I say like, and I'm like, what you mean? Like, so when I mean like attention and selling, right? Like, I can, if someone came on here, and they would just they had the camera right, they were lit, and we were talking to her or whatever. Our numbers would probably shoot up for a minute.
Why wouldn't he be talking to him?
That's a selling point.
It'll shoot up for a minute.
Why did you just default to a woman?
That's what I'm saying. That's a selling point.
I just was going for the woman thing. Okay, so all right, so fine. What's his name? If I'll Be Sure was on here, or Denzel Washington or somebody. All right, so this is a question: should you relationship?
I'll be sure.
He said, "I'll be sure."
Right. Whatever. Right. Was on here and.
Do you wanna rescue me? Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry. Go ahead.
I don't know. Like we would get the attention, right?
Okay.
And granted, the attention would be great. But as far as to me, like buying a product, I think about. Granted, advertisers want attention. You're right. That's what you pay. You want the attention, and hopefully that attention translates into a sell. If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Like I said, it gets the attention, right? The Kardashian, she's probably into the millions right now with her followers, probably on Instagram or wherever. And here, put this up so everybody can see this thing.
Well,
hopefully they'll buy it because of its functionality. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, see, you have to look at it this way. You have to look at it from this perspective. You see, selling is like fish. It's like fishing.
Hold on. What is Mama Booker? She said, I would buy air
from the Black Prince of Bridgetown.
I don't know who that is.
I gotta look that up now.
Right.
But see, selling is like fishing.
Right.
There's a product that a company needs to sell.
Yes.
And you want to get the right type of setting for people to flock to the product. So I get what you're saying with the attention part.
Yeah.
But when you get a fine hoe to sell the product, you're going to have men think with the head not on their heads, but the thing below their waist to buy the product.
I got you.
And it's unfortunate, but that's just how it is.
Gotcha.
And in the case of Mama Corey, if it's a product that's catered toward women, they would get the hottest beefcake. They would try to find the Denzel. They try to find the Tate Diggs. They'll try to find the Dwayne Johnsons, and be like, "Oh yeah, because he has this product and it's selling to me, girl. I got to go get it." That's just a natural propensity.
Now I know who that is. Okay, yeah, that's him. My wife has watched the first season. I don't think he's on the second.
Oh, that's him?
Yeah, that's. I got you.
That's I'll Be Sure.
I got you, Cole. You said what?
See, that's I'll Be Sure. Oh my God.
All right. We're gonna go ahead and get out of here. Listen, we appreciate you guys for rocking with us.
How I feel about you night and day.
Rich, I know it's not. Have hope. Have faith.
Oh, look at Deborah.
Look at that, Deborah. Really, Deborah? Don't help. Don't help. All right.
I'm telling you.
He looks like the guy who what's the young guy from Empire that got in trouble?
Jesse Smollett.
He looked like Jesse Smollett.
Don't insult him like that, though. Don't insult that young man like that. At least At least he's
Is
not
that a bad
suicidal.
thing? I mean, Jesse Smollett is a handsome person.
Yeah, but at least he's not suicidal. Oh, I'm so sorry.
He is not suicidal. I am not. Sorry. I had to go over there with it. All right, let's go before this goes. Let's see. Oh, see that, Lisa. You see, Lisa. You're supposed to. I can't. I'm out of here. I don't care what y'all say.
All I know is light skin is winning. That's funny.
Love you too, Mama Ricori.
I don't like y'all. All right. See you guys on Monday. Continue to stay safe. Stay connected. Text LW into 84576. Text LW into 84576. Never miss a broadcast. And always keep up with what's happening with the brothers. All right, we'll see you.
And for all of you who have business acumen, all of you that have purpose, that are pushing your bit, remember this: innovation. When it comes to your business and your strategy, innovation is no longer a luxury. It is a requirement.
Ooh, good point, Pastor.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Thank you for that.
Innovation
tip,
is no longer a luxury. It's a requirement.
Love you too, Richard. Good point, brother. Good point, man.
Love you, Rich. Good. All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll see you on Monday. Take care. As always, we love you. Know that God loves you more. Stay safe. Thank you guys for rocking, hanging, being with us. Sharing is caring. All of my replays.